Okay, Facebook, and YouTube. I think I'm live on YouTube also, aren't I? Yes. All right. Um, we're going to play around with some software. There's a software tool that was built by a friend of mine, and it's really cool. I've got a link, I think, in here. If not, I'll put one in the comments where you can actually buy it from me if you like it. But let's play around with it. Let's see how this thing works. This is for people who want email addresses from social media for specific keywords. Let's say you're looking to work with chiropractors. I don't know. Maybe you've got some kind of cool new tool or something for chiropractors to use, and you want some email addresses of chiropractors that you know are on social media. So we'll find their email address, and then you can use that email address to send them a cold email campaign. So I'll share my screen, and we'll open this software, and we will play around with this and see what we can do with it. So let's go over here so that we don't get that weird screen looking thing. Let's open this. It's called Email Miner. And let's say, well, I don't know. I used chiropractors as the example. Let's just look for chiropractor. I won't base it on, well, actually, let's put, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Sometimes you restrict yourself if you put too much of a location in there. Let's say we're looking for chiropractors that show up in Facebook users. Maybe we want to also find groups. Maybe we want to find some that have pages on Facebook. You can type in, let's do LinkedIn. Oops, would help if I spelled it right. Let's do LinkedIn. LinkedIn's categorized by country. Let's say we want to target US. So let's find United States in here. There we go. And what do we want? All right. I always go, Gmail addresses are usually pretty good. What else might we want from a chiropractor? Live, maybe. Let's do Outlook. Some might use Outlook. People still use Hotmail, don't they? Yahoo's a pretty popular one. Let's just do those four. Now, what will happen when I search this? It's going to pick these websites, but it's only going to do one. It's going to do one combination at a time, and it'll run everything that Google has. So let's take a look at this. So it's running, right? So it's looking for Facebook. It's not finding any in groups. I may have gone way too specific on the location. And if this doesn't work, no leads found. So that's okay. That's no problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand our whoops, that's a different software. We're going to expand our search a little bit. Let's just do chiropractor. All right. If I've got a good tool that's good on social media for chiropractors, it doesn't really matter where they're located, does it? So let's try it again. Now we're going to get some stuff. You see how slowly it's going? It's grabbing stuff now. It's skipping a couple of them here. It's not finding. From that first page, we found 9 of them. It's looking for the Gmails first on Facebook, and it'll run those. Google doesn't like how fast I'm going. We're going to tell it we're not a robot. I've been using this a lot lately, so it may not like what we're doing. And we can change the speed settings. I think it found 10 off of that page. So that's 19 I have so far. Google might be telling me I'm going too fast again. But that's okay. We've got 19 leads. No, it's fine. I showed Google I was a human, and it's perfectly fine with that. I'm going to come back to Streamer. Now we got 29. I'm going to come back here and just chat with you a bit. So we've got this rolling, right? It's rolling along and running. Now I'm off here. I can do something else. I can go off and do other things. It's still scraping. I don't think this has to be live for that to work. Of course, if I've gone off here and it's not, we'll find out in a minute. But I think it should still be working. Yeah, it's rocking and rolling. We've got, I don't know if you can see this little, can I make that bigger? I can't. We've got 39 leads so far, and it's still going for more. You can't see my screen. I'm off on the other screen looking, but we're at 39 emails so far. So I'll stop this. I'll let this run to about 50 or so, and then we'll stop. Let's go check in. I'll share the screen again. It's still rolling. We're at 49 now. You can run this thing for a long time if you want. Looks like it's off on some different different language areas now. So I'd probably, when I saw that, no, there's still some good yeah. Yeah, we're off on some different languages, so we're deep down in page 6 or 7. So I'm going to open this up and we'll just stop for a bit. And wherever you are, you just download your list. It's that simple. Wherever your downloads go on your computer, I'll open this up. Let's take a look at what it gives us. All right, so it gives us the keyword we used. It gives us their email. It gives us the name. The name is going to be the page, okay, of where we found this email. So these are all companies. So these are theirs. Of course, if you're not, maybe you don't want something that's a different language. So I would probably stop these here. I would take the first 52 emails, and we're still only on Facebook, right? So that's pretty good. And it gives you the page that it came from, right? There are your emails. So what I would do is these are all good looking emails. Look at this. This one might not be, right? 7828001 at Gmail. I would probably clean that one out of there. The rest of these look really good. Good valid emails. So I would run my email campaign with them. And what I would do on Email Miner then is I would come back in here. I would open this up. It looks like it was mostly users, right? So I would get rid of users. Yeah, we're still in users. So I would delete them. Now it's going to do groups. So let's start this again. I'll show you this. Okay, now we're in Facebook groups and grabbing emails. Okay, I'm going to let that run for a little bit too. We'll come back to, whoops, you can see it. I've got the, yeah, let's go back to here. There we go. So it's still running in the background. So we got 52 from profiles. Now I'm in groups, and we'll let that one run for a while. And we'll see what happens. Let it run, let it run. Got some more going there. You get the idea. I think I'll stop this. Let me share my screen. Let's come over to here. Let's grab Miner. I'll stop. Let's download the list now. Now it's going to have, because I didn't clear the list, it's just adding these, right? So I've still got my ones from before that I need to take a few out, but it just added it because I haven't cleared the list. So look, it looks like we're still getting some good ones. Now these may be because these came from groups, and we can tell it's a group because of the link, right? We can see that, and we can go out to the group that we found chiropractor related emails. Whoops. Need to get my list up again. It's the original list. There's the new list. So some of these, you're going to want to look through these, right? Some of these may not be, like this person's looking for a chiropractor, right? If you're a chiropractor, that will be a person if you're there. So some of these that you're getting from groups may not be quite as targeted, but you're going to know that, right? And chiropractor there, best chiropractor. Look at that. That's person who found one. So some of these aren't going to be quite as targeted as our initial ones from the profiles. Let's go back to our software because we've seen that, right? Pages are going to be probably mostly chiropractors. Let's start mining emails and seeing what we get. And I still haven't cleared my list, by the way. So there's a clear list function in here. And with the clear list, you can start over and check your new list out, right? But if you just let it run, then it's going to add it to the ones that are already in your database that you have. So I'll let that run for just a bit. Let's share my screen again here. We'll pop over there. Let's stop. Just because I'm only using this as an example. Let's download the list. We'll open it. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the list to see what we've got. See, now we're getting really good ones. Look at these. These are chiropractors that have pages. Okay, so you can see once we started doing pages, now they're really good again, right? So groups may not be good for this particular keyword. I would actually delete anything from this list that came from a group. But look at this. These are your chiropractors, and you can tell here these are the chiropractors. Whoops, I don't want that to happen. These are the chiropractors' email addresses. So the pages, we know Facebook pages are really good. All right, for this keyword. Okay, and again, different keywords are going to get different things, and we know LinkedIn will get us good ones too. So that's kind of it. That's how the software works. You can see for this keyword, for example, I wouldn't use groups. I would delete anything that you got from a group. I wouldn't email them. It's not getting us what we want. For another keyword, it may give us exactly what we want. But the profiles were really good, and the pages were really good. And we know LinkedIn is really good. And you can clear your list out. Just hit clear list twice, and then it'll give you a countdown to make sure that's what you want to do, and it'll delete it. And then you can go fresh, and it'll give you a nice clean list to download. Hopefully that's clear. Hopefully you guys like this software. It's pretty cool. We've already started playing around with getting the lists and running them, and we found the sales page says 92% are valid. I have actually found if you're doing targeted and checking them like I just did there, like I would get rid of the groups ones and keep the profiles and keep the pages. We ran 200 the other day and only one of them bounced. So that's a pretty good validity rate. So anyway, have fun with it. Just some cool software. And if it's something you'd want to use, enjoy.